Just the one, two. Well, folks, good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program here, Liberia First on GEO-POLITICAL. Today is Thursday, February the 8th, 2024. We are coming to you from Detroit, Michigan. This great day. And wherever you are joining us from, we say welcome to you. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page. We got a great show coming up here. And we are coming to you live and direct here on Facebook and also on the YouTube channel, GEO-POLITICAL YouTube channel. If you are receiving us loud and clear, you are getting the Johnson tune in the back. Let us know how well you are receiving us, please. Are you receiving the message? The music in the background, the Johnson tune, Richard Bala, and those of you on the YouTube channel, welcome. For tonight's conversation, we've got a great deal of hot topics for you. Liberia First on GEO-POLITICAL, February 8th, 2024. The Digging Deeper show returns with a great deal of information on Liberia's socio-economic, geopolitical, and educational development. And for all of you watching from around the world, we say welcome to you. Favor Morris, Joyce Kofa, Sajo Juara is following the broadcast from Paris, France, and Sajo is in the news tonight for all the reasons we don't know. Coming up, our hot topics tonight: blind declaration. Joseph Yuma Boaka declared his assets, but refused to publish same as promised. What is he hiding? Audit or witch hunt? Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boaka has ordered the audit of the Central Bank of Liberia, the EPS, and NSA for the period January 22nd, 2018 to January 22nd, 2024, while not the last 18 or 12 years of both the Unity Party governor of Liberia, when Joseph Yuma Boaka was vice president for 12 years, and the CDC WEAH-led government from 2018 2024. Are national security agencies subject to public audits? What happened to a 2014 Ministry of Finance Development Planning article in the front page Africa when now Senator AMARA KONNEH was minister? Let's dig deeper into that tenure, that time. How much money is in question here? When AMARA KONNEH was minister, and the NSA was tight-lipped on over $600,000. Let's dig deeper tonight. Also, coming up right here, right now, arson or accidental fire. The home of Senator SAAH Joseph was burned down to zero. Who's behind it? Did Unity Party partisans have anything to do with it? Let's dig deeper. Also, meanwhile, the Concerned Liberian Network extend greetings to the Honorable Sir Joseph, sympathize with him for his loss, and I would say, God, thank you that there were no casualty in the incident. Home wrecker or friend? Did you hear me? Home wrecker, home breaker, or a friend? Magdala Cooper has 3 children, but 3 different married fathers. She was a very close friend to Sergio Juara, a resident of Paris, France. GHT Digging Deeper Department goes in depth. How did Miss Juara's husband become Magdala's husband? But first, did Magdala deny ever knowing Sergio Juara? What are the stories in the New York papers about Magdala Cooper? Did Joseph Yuma Boakai and team vet Magdala Cooper well to want to appoint her to a top-notch position in government? Let's dig deeper. Let's dig deeper. That's one of our digging deeper stories here tonight. And if you join us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you. Welcome to all of you joining us for the very first time. Our loyal, dedicated, committed followers, we say welcome as well. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Okay? Also, coming up, Gina Hart CEO stay in Liberia. The whole story. Why did the CDC lost the 2023 presidential elections so narrowly, but won the majority seats in both houses of the legislature? The ruling Unity Party of Joseph Yuma Boakai, how do they compare? How do they fare from day one? Appointments and governance. Senator Prince Johnson's dissatisfaction. Is he happy now? Party leaders and surrogates disenchanted, and why? The Senator AMARA KONNEH effect hold on the Unity Party and more. To be a participant on the show, when we open up the lines, you can call us at 313-957-9702. That's the direct line. And on WhatsApp, same number, 313-957-9702. Welcome to all of you. Don't hesitate to invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Ato Solo Senior, Ahaj Bewazi, Josephine Satamwa Amisa, Big Thankful Addison, Saya V. Dolly. Welcome to all of you. Av Rose, Benzima Benedict, James C. Ellis, No Monique Boyu, Heidi Morgan, Isaac Yegan, Richard Bala, Sergio Juara. Welcome. William K. Sumawulu. Of course, our team hopefully will be here. Co-host Barbara Manjon Bima, national correspondent Maki Kaye, analyst Delano Tomatsa, panelist Ato Solo Senior, panelist Rachel Gbesiji Chopin, analyst Jerome Gayman, and of course, analyst Abraham V. Koneh. This is all yours tonight. Welcome to all of you. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page. Gatti Passaway, welcome to you. Boycott Dolly says I'm connected. Mickey Me D. Harris. Helen Quignon Elliott.
It's a papa kama soka, all the sun, wala wala, somebody says thunder, oh, la la. It's a papa kama soka, all the sun, wala wala, somebody says thunder, oh, la la. Well, you see, my friends, I'm touchy home and midnight.
Can I get down? Can I get down? Can you get the music now?
But what I don't understand.
Favor Long Smith. Anointed, thank you.
Who is called Lala. It's a papa kama soka, all the sun, wala wala, somebody says thunder, oh, la la. Is it papa kama soka, all the sun, wala wala, somebody says thunder, oh, la la.
Okay, folks, welcome. Invite someone, like the page, follow the page.
Now I know we go find out who we are. We go send for each and every one today and tell them everyone will be here.
You will see that cheater will stay away.
The true husband will left here.
We will see, we will see.
We will know who is he. That's just what I'm gonna do. We will
find out the truth.
I sent for Ghana, I sent for Ghana, I sent for Walla Walla, I sent for Ghana Soko, and we know who is who.
Who is that?
That's me.
Oh my God, I have come from the farm.
Ever since I've been knocking the door.
Who is that?
That's me, old man Gonna, and I've come from the farm. Ever since I've been knocking the door. Hey, God, man, I love you, but
you too, rascal.
This time if I catch you, I swear I'm finished with you. The first time I caught you, the papa used to call you La La. Again I have caught you, now it's a back of cassava.
Who is that?
That's me, old man Gonna, and I've come from the farm. Ever since I've been knocking the door.
Who is that?
That's me, old man Gonna, I've come from the farm. Ever since I've been knocking the door.
Oh, Ghana, I'm coming, my Ghana.
Borita Kwa, Delaware, welcome to you.
Oh, Johan, let me tell my love.
He said, I'm all ready for the show tonight. The Dicky Deeper show. With a glass of wine in my hand. Eric Talon, wake up.
I said, but come in, but what is down there?
Down there behind the door. What is Magdala?
What is down there?
Couple relationship
behind the door.
With Sadio Juara?
Me, I want to know.
Were they ever friends?
The first time I caught you, your boyfriend
Did she deny ever knowing her?
Again, I have caught you. Now
it's the back of cassava.
Who is that?
That's me, old man Gonna. I have come from the farm. Ever since I've been knocking the door.
Hey, God, man.
Who is that?
That's me,
Oh,
old
MacDonald.
I've come from the farm ever since I've been knocking the door. Hey, come, may I love you, but you too, rascal. Sweet girl, may I love you, but you too, rascal. Oh, come,
man.
Sweet come, may I love you, but you too, rascal. Oh, come, hey, come,
I love you, but you too, rascal. Hey, God, man. Sweet God, man. Folks, good evening to you. Welcome. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. And so we invite you to invite someone. It's Thursday night out of Detroit, Michigan. My name is Wild Michael Gilman, the host and presenter here. Hopefully, we'll be joined by our team of analysts and panelists, including our co-host, Barbara Manjon Beamer, Maki Kai, our national correspondent, Dilano Tamasa, senior analyst, Ato Solo senior panelist, Rasha Gbezeji champion panelist, Jerome Gayman, senior analyst, as well as Abraham V. KONNEH, another senior analyst here. So if you just joined us here, we say welcome to you. We got a great show for all of us here tonight. But first, let's bring you some of the stories we are following tonight right here. Let's bring you this audio by Magdala Cooper, so that you begin to digest the conversation here, what we say here or do here. Our Digging Deeper department went in depth to bring this story to you. Okay, but first, let's play you this audio by Magdala Cooper. And please let me know if you are receiving us loud and clear. And if you are receiving the audio as well, please let us know. Okay, this is Magdala Cooper telling her friends that have been calling her about a story that appeared in the newspapers in New York from dating back to 2014, 2016. And then it became, it got on the Liberian networks, okay? When, okay, Saya V. Dolly said the sound is very good. Thank you very much. James Pittman, Apostle. Satara Andrews, whoa, welcome to you there. Papa Dakor, he said, please play it again. Okay, let's get to some business here first, and then we're going to go back to music, okay? Because we don't have much time on the show here. We got 6 years to go. We got still 4 hours on any show nowadays, okay? But let's play this audio for you. And let me know if it is loud and clear at your end.
My husband has never been married, ever. There's no place. Good morning, ladies. It's Magdala Cooper here. I have received a few calls from some bold and courageous women who I just adore. And I adore them specifically because they were courageous enough to have reached out to me after hearing all these rumors on social media about me stealing some woman's husband or best friend husband. And these women who are just so brave and great and who are real women, getting forward, gossip around to others, but they called me and say, hey, Magdala, we heard this rumor and this thing on social media. What is this all about? And we had an in-depth conversation about it. And so I just want to, just because this is a women's group, put out the invitation to any of you who might have been forwarding messages around and not been able to reach me. You're welcome to call me. I'm at home. Give me a call if you have questions about all of these talks on social media. I'm happy to talk to you about it. Call me directly. I think all of you have my number on here because I think it's important that when women hear something about another woman, I think it's important to reach out to her and instead of sharing messages to other women, reach out directly to the source and let the source then explain her position. Since we're women in this case, explain her position. My husband has never been married ever. There's no place in the world where he's ever been married. I'm the first person he's married to. So until some woman can produce a marriage certificate, those accusations are not totally true. And I'm just amazed how good people are actually involved with it. But anyway, I know none of you are, but so I'm just saying that if any of you have questions about the rumors you're hearing on social media, please reach out to me because I intend to do the same if I should hear something about you versus going to discuss it elsewhere. All right. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I look forward to talking to you. May God bless you and may God bless the Lapa Revolution of Women.
Okay. So folks, did you get that audio? Was it loud and clear at your end? Let me see yeses or thumbs up or hearts up. Did you get it loud and clear at your end? That audio by the lady Magdala Cooper. Was it loud and clear at your end? Let me see thumbs up. Say yes. Okay, a lot of yeses coming, a lot of thumbs up. Awesome. So that's one of our digging deeper stories there tonight that we're gonna delve into. Magdala Cooper, a home wrecker, home breaker, or a friend. You heard her in there deny that her now husband uh, 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 was never married to anybody. Okay, but was she a friend to this woman who is claiming that Magdala Cooper took her husband? Is there anything to prove? Like she stated in our audio, if you get anything, it's woman to woman. My husband has never been married before, and I don't know this woman you're talking about. Is there anything to show that Magdala Cooper indeed knows this man? A Senegalese also lived in Paris, France, with his wife, Sajo Juara. Okay, is there anything to show? We're gonna dig deeper into that tonight. Okay. We're gonna dig deeper into that tonight. Everybody, please share, invite someone. Okay, share the show, invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and be my guest. Because it's gonna be very, very fascinating tonight. Very fascinating show for all of us here tonight. Okay, Victoria Musulue Townsend, welcome to you. Yeah. Okay. We all saw what happened today, or let's say early morning Liberia time by 12:31 a.m. uh or around 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The home of Senator Sir Joseph was gutted with fire. Yeah, Ahaj Bewazi, absolutely. London Diallo, welcome to you there. How you doing? You missed the show last night. I know I saw your comment under the post. Comfort Wilson, welcome to you. Okay. Around this time last night, or local time, like 1 a.m., almost 1 a.m. Liberia time, the home of Sir Joseph was gutted with fire. Yeah, it was gutted with fire, and he lost everything. Sir Joseph lost everything. The honorable senator, the people's senator of Monserrado County, you will recall Sir Joseph won Monserrado County, the October 10th elections, with 375,394 votes.
And voted.
375,394 votes. Sir Joseph won Monserrado County. So he's the people's senator. Yeah, he's the people's senator. And his home was gutted with fire last night. His home was gutted with fire last night. And reports have it that while we cannot independently verify that information, but report has it that partisans of Unity Party, okay, partisans of Unity Party were involved or responsible for that fire. Let's show you what we're talking about. The fire. Let's show you that fire, okay?
Hello, Director Dixon. Morning.
Okay, that video is having some technical. Yeah. Let's see. If we can do this one. Stay with us, yeah, folks. Yeah, stay with us, yeah. As we try to navigate this program for you. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah.
You can hear the sound of explosions happening within this home. It has gutted. As you can see, it is up in flames. And so far, since we arrived, we haven't seen any sign of the Liberia National Fire Service. As you can hear the sound of explosions happening within this home. It has gutted fire. So wherever it is you're watching from, kindly help us to make and carry out an SOS call for the Liberia National Fire Service to respond to this scene. So we just got the call about 10 minutes ago and we responded. This is the residence of Senator SAAH Joseph in Congo Town. As you can see, this entire building is engulfed by flames. As you can see from the inside, which we cannot go very, very close. As you can see from the inside of the house, the ceiling and everything has been burnt completely. A solid concrete structure is up in flames. I'm seeing guys standing on the fence and trying to quench this fire. Look at the level of flame. Look at the level of the flame. And yeah, and the place is totally on fire. I haven't seen anyone from within the residence who will make our inquiries. There's a whole bunch of onlookers and community dwellers standing outside, but so far I've only seen one person who's helping to quench this fire. This building is heavily protected, as you can see, CCTV cameras all around. We haven't been able to see anybody from the residence, and we'll make our inquiries in a minute, but this is what is happening this morning. Early morning, the home of Senator SAAH Joseph here in Congo Town is up in flames. So far, we've not seen the senator, but I've seen a vehicle parked there, and there's another vehicle that the senator usually uses. One of the vehicles he uses is parked out there as well, a white Nissan SUV. As to what is the cause of this fire, it is too early to establish what the cause is, but you can see the number of people that have gathered here.
Okay, so as you heard in the commentary there, from the onset of the commentary, the guy said there was some things exploding in the house, in the home, in the fire. Did you hear that? Or you want me to go back to play it? He said there were things exploding. What are those things that exploded in the fire? Was it petrol bomb? Okay. Some folks said to us, there were people that did that were they came from the Unity Party. Simply because, according to them, we cannot independently verify this information, but it makes sense that the now runaway chairman of the Unity Party, Luther Tappe, the Reverend Luther Tappe, had a couple of meetings with Senator SAAH Joseph. What did they talk about? Did anybody from the Unity Party was privy to that meeting? Did they know what Tappe and SAAH Joseph talked about? So there has been photos with senators, representatives going to meet with Jeremiah Kuhn, congratulating him and calling him their brother, their friend, and this and that, and all of that. Are we not supposed to embrace one another in our democracy? Huh? Are we not supposed to embrace one another? Are we trying to suggest that Liberia's democracy has not matured to the extent where we can acknowledge one another, that we have a difference of opinion? Are we not able to do that? Daniel Nooks Thomas, welcome to you. Great to have you on here. Former Assistant Minister at the Ministry of Information, Cultural Affairs, and Tourism. Great to have you on here from Dupo Road tonight, following the podcast here. Welcome. Simeon Wright. Simeon Wright said, did you ask Spoon for this video? Did you see me edit anything from it? How did you know that the video is Spoon's video? I didn't edit anything from it. So it's for them. I don't have to ask them. It's public good. Okay? I hope you learned something again here tonight. It's public good. Had it not been public good, I wouldn't be using it. That's public good. All right? Yeah. So here we are, Senator SAAH Joseph, the people's senator, the Ebola doctor, whom was gutted with fire, explosives going on, Some of you say fire bell going on all over the place. Granted. But what's wrong with this fire? Eh? What is wrong with this fire? Let me play this video for you one more time. Okay? So that you hear from the beginning, what did the guy say? Listen to this video. Okay? Listen one more time.
Sir Joseph, as you can see, it is up in flames. And so far, since we arrived, we haven't seen any sign of the Liberia National Fire Service. As you can hear the sound of explosions happening within this home. It has gutted fire. Arrived, we haven't seen any sign of the Liberia National Fire Service. As you can hear the sound of explosions happening within this home. Been seen any sign of the Liberia National Fire Service. As you can hear the sound of explosions happening within this home. It has the Liberia National Fire Service. As you can hear the sound of explosions happening within this home. It has gutted fire.
Okay? Did you get that? Did you hear what the reporter said? I didn't put words in her mouth. I didn't ask him, what did you hear? But he said, as you can hear, explosives going on. So somebody want to tell me that Sir Joseph had a arsenal in his home with firearms and bullets and all of that, grenades in his home that were exploding? Is that what you want to tell me? Simeon, right. Why can't you ask about the meeting that we are reporting, or meetings that happened between Sir Joseph and Luther Tapper? Why can't you ask about that? Last evening or 2 nights ago, we told you that Luther Tapper fled the country because he and group of Unity Party partisans and stalwarts were going to lay siege on Joseph Boakai home at rehab until he can make those appointments that they were demanding. And then what happened? Boakai hurriedly, unceremoniously, moved into the executive mansion. And Tapper and team could not get to Boakai again. So what did he do? He fled the country. Mateo Stevens, Andrew Sarr, welcome. Charlotte Bully, welcome. Helena M. Brown, welcome. Luther Tapper fled with his wife and 2 daughters. He's currently in America seeking asylum, now seeking asylum. So what was that meeting about? What did he and Sir Joseph talk about? Did that prompt what happened? We are asking questions. We are not drawing conclusion to say Unity Party partisans bombed the man's house. But from the reports, from the video we are watching together, talk about explosives, explosions going on in the home of Sir Joseph. Okay? So, what needs to be done? A thorough investigation needs to be conducted by the fire department, by the justice ministry, the intelligence, NSA, police, this, that, including our international partners. That the investigation will be precise, will be thorough, and the findings will be made public. Sarah Dopo, welcome there. How you doing? Welcome. Good to see you. Angel Brown, undefeatable. Royal Lazy, AC Genson, welcome. Okay. Dana G Solo, Sandro Foley, welcome. That's all we say. We want a thorough investigation into my man, you're not gonna take me back on my conversation here. You try to throw me off balance, okay? But I will tell you that I'm not rusty. I came back correct. I dusted off the defeat, and I'm super heavy. See me right, okay? Talk about who filed the asylum petition for Tape. That you filed it. Okay. Go look for the petitioner. Now who filed it? Get you. You talking shame. Goodness. Wow. Okay, so we want a thorough investigation into that. If the findings come out, some people say, oh, the LEC, when the current came on, the house just exploded. But other people say, but under Sir Joseph house, the current went to. When LEC came on, that under Sir Joseph, Bodio Sinner, I did call your name. You didn't hear your name. But man, when you come back for calling name, yo, they show that 2-hour show. So if I call your name tonight, I'll call your name tomorrow. Please bear with us, okay? Yeah. Absolutely. Sima right. I have to lose weight. My man, what you talking? You go to Liberia, you come by the scene. I'm happy. I even want to reduce some more. I want to lose a little bit more weight. Yeah. I came by my family, everybody said, damn, you looking good. They talk about you lose weight. In the gym small, I'm trying to lose small more. At least lose another 30. Yeah. Yes, I can wear. The lady from Atlanta, welcome to you. It's good that you're monitoring the show, you're monitoring my physique, my body structure and everything. All right. That new year, yeah. Let's continue to stay and remain friends. Doris Smith, welcome. Yeah. Okay, so we want a thorough investigation into this fire thing at Sir Joseph house. We want a thorough investigation. Another story is that of Joseph Boakai declaring his assets. Okay, all along, Boakai has been saying that he's poor, he lives on loan, and in fact, all these properties and riches, the CDC from the president down to everybody, how they accumulated, how they got this wealth. We're going to audit, we're going to do this, and a whole lot more. Okay? The What the act I want to reference? The act that include declaration of assets, which is the code of conduct. Yes, the code of conduct says declare your assets, but you don't have to make it public. Then opposition members led by Joseph Boyka, Darius DeLong, and others, oh, we're going to declare our assets and make it public. And DeLong did, and he said he was worth, at the time, 2020, he was worth $3.50. $3.50 US dollar, and his home was valued at $40,000, and that he had 70,000 Liberian dollars. How much was 70,000 Liberian dollars at the time? Looking at the rate. Okay? How much was 70,000? When you do the calculation, Darius DeLong was about $400 to $600. That's how much cash he had. $400 to $600. Today he declared his assets 2024. The numbers still don't add up, but that's for another day. Joseph Boyka, who told us he lived on loan, go to RB Bank. And you will recall when I was in Liberia, I did go to RB Bank to ascertain the truthfulness or falsity of that information. I live on loan. Go to RB Bank. I went to RB Bank, and that day was a fateful day for the bank. One of their staffers, home, we're talking about fire. One of their staffers' home was gutted with fire in Caldwell. And she lost 5 family members in that fire. She lost 5 family members in that fire. And so they told me, say, sorry, Mr. Gilman, you can come back another day. We'll talk to you. But then they said, but what do you want to see the president of the bank for? So I explained that I came to find out about, I showed them my business card, who I was and everything, and that I wanted to find out whether it's true that Joseph Boyka got loan from the bank 5 times. And why is it that he was able to get loan 5 times? Has he been able to pay back the loan? Okay? Has he been able to pay back the loan? Why 5 times? One man, when other people can't even get loan 1 time, Boyka got loan 5 times. So they told me, say, we got a situation here, and you can come back another time and we'll talk to you. So I said, okay. Yeah. No problem. Okay. So I left, but I didn't get to go back there. I live on loans. Go to IB Bank.
more than 5 times.
This is Joseph Boyka.
My account that I can live by. I mean, I live on loans, go to IB Bank, I borrow money more than 5 times because I want to make sure I have something in my account that I can live by. I mean, the fact that I live on loans, go to IB Bank, I borrow money more than 5 times because I want to make sure I have something in my account that I can live by. I mean, the fact that I live on loans, go to IB Bank, I borrow money more than 5 times because I want to make sure I have something in my account that I can live by. I mean, the fact that I live on loans, go to IB Bank, I borrow money more than 5 times because I want to make sure I have something in my account that I can live by. I mean, the fact that I live on loans, go to IB Bank, I borrow money more than 5 times.
Okay? That's Boyka. I live on loan. I borrow money more than 5 times. I had to do it because I got to have something to live by. I live on loan. Mateo Stevens, Tamabondo. So Joseph Boyka declared his assets today and didn't tell all the cameras were there and what have you. Didn't tell the Liberian people what he owns before coming to leadership. And I doubted Joseph Boyka even declared his assets in 2017 or 2018 when they were leaving power. He did not. So he declared assets in the public on TV, but that declaration was not made public. So we're going to have a countdown to Joseph Boyka making his asset declaration public. And today is day 1 on the countdown. Yeah. Yeah. Today is day 1 of the countdown to Joseph Boyka making his asset declaration public. And we'll keep at it until he can come out to tell the Liberian people exactly what he declared today, February 8th, 2024, at the LACC. Okay? You know why? When you make asset declarations, the LACC, the GAC, they go to work to authenticate, to investigate and authenticate those declarations. Whether it's true that you have $5 in the bank, whether it's true your house is valid or value $40,000 or all of that. Whether it's true that you took loan from the bank 5 times from IB Bank, all those things got to be verified. Okay? I will say this again. For some of you who are opinionated, who nothing can go up here, you just hear things in one ear and it comes out the other. You don't factor nothing up here, back here, everywhere. You don't factor nothing. I will say to you again, the code of conduct does not force you to make your asset declaration public. It does not. It says declare for anybody who wants to know your declaration, your asset declaration, they have to go to court, to the civil law court, and file for your declaration. It is a mandate of the court that will authorize the GSC and the LACC to give that person, that institution, a copy of your asset declaration. It has to be the court. That's the law. Go back and ask Darius DeLong. I will try to find that video for you, like I did with Joseph Boakai just now. I live on loan video. Go back and ask Darius DeLong. 2020, when he declared his assets, he said, and I quote, even though the law say you can declare your asset, don't make it public, but I'm making mine public. Okay? Joseph Richards, welcome. That's what the law says. So if you come here, this highly intellectual platform, and you don't understand what we are talking about, don't write rubbish. Don't write trash to ask us to go and bring George WEAH asset declaration. You said he did not declare, so how do we bring it? Even though he declared his assets on July 27, 2018, you say he did not declare. Okay? That's what the law says. And that's why we are talking here. The law says you can declare, don't make public. It is on your own volition. If you want to make it public, like Darius DeLong did, then you do that. But it's not forced. It's not mandatory by law that you make your asset declaration public. But Joseph Boakai, DeLong, and others in the opposition at the time said they will make theirs public. Now we know that Joseph Boakai lived on loan. He lived on loan. He went to RB Bank 5 times and got loan from there 5 times. So we want to know, what did Joseph Boakai bring to the leadership? Is he in the liability column of his asset declaration? Does he owe the bank? Does he owe people? Does he owe Keke Rider then? Who he owe? Or he has now paid off his bills and he get some money in the bank? That's the thing we are all asking, all of us. Okay? We understand he's doing a lot of work in his compound there, a rehab on the highway. He got a home there from Ami Muda and all of that. We want to know. Muffless to say, that's what James Nibogla. Okay? That's why we are saying you have to be candid with the Liberian people. If you don't know the meaning of candid, C-A-N-D-R-D. I'm not talking about C-A-N-D-Y. Candy or toffee. I'm not talking about toffee. To be open, to be transparent, to be honest with the Liberian people. Show us your asset declaration forms. What do you have on hand? Who do you owe? Your assets, your liabilities. I own 5 houses. I owe up to $100. Let's see it. Let the Liberian people see it. That's what we are talking about. So we begin the countdown to Joseph Boakai asset declaration to be made public. Today is day number 1. Tomorrow is day number 2. And the countdown will be every day. No Saturday, no Sunday, no holiday. Every day We'll add it up every day. Okay? Every day we will add it up. Yeah. Ajibo, you Morris, welcome. Okay? It's because of these things that they've done to our country, the lies that they've told about previous the CDC government and all of that. Now it has caught up with them. They took over the country and they want to lie to the Liberian people. Okay? But they can't lie to the Liberian people. No, they can't. To come out and Sunday T. Washington, he said publicizing their assets was nothing but a political grandstanding. Absolutely, I agree with you. Yeah, just political grandstanding, you know. But the Liberian people have come to realize, if not, will be made to realize that these guys are nothing but useful idiots. Yeah. Nothing but useful idiots. They lie a lot to the Liberian people. Ophelia Johnson, welcome. Okay. Calling for the audit of the Central Bank of Liberia, the EPS, and the National Security Agency, the NSA. You all know, you follow this platform for years in, years out, from the day that we reported to you that Henry Costa was going to flee Liberia through Sierra Leone. From that day, you will recall, was it in 2018? There were people who challenged the information. And then it happened. You heard Yeke Koluba talk about how they packaged Henry in the box and took him to Sierra Leone. People doubted the information when we put it out. And since that day, we went after James Henrik Pearson, the second. Day in, day out. We branded him. We call him a deep throat on this platform. Yes, we all know. We call Henrik Pearson deep throat. That in fact, he was not supportive of the government. We said that he gave Darius DeLon then thousands, tens of thousands of dollars for their campaign, and what have you. Yeah, Mark Colette, welcome. S. Emmanuel W. Jipo, welcome. Okay? You follow this podcast, this show. We told you day in, day out about the NSA or Henrik Pearson. Some of us argue, why is it that President Weah can't let Pearson go? These are some of the reasons. Boakai announced to Liberians on January 22nd, 2024, and our international partners and community and the global world that, yes, the 220 million or 222 million in the reserve is there, but the 40 million that President WEAH spoke about, that's not true. We only met less than 20 million, 19.5 million. Okay? We only met 19.5 million. The central bank governor, deputy were summoned at the Senate. Show cause, show reason why we should believe Boakai or believe President WEAH. What are the numbers? Miss Green, Susan Green, Philadelphia, welcome. Happy New Year. How are you? Welcome to you. What are the numbers? What's true about these numbers? Who's talking the truth? Is it Boakai or is WEAH? The Liberian people, our international partners and friends were made to understand that yes, President WEAH numbers were the right numbers. Okay? Okay? That President WEAH left indeed over $40 million in the consolidated account. Unlike 2017, 2018, when President WEAH took over, the consolidated account had 7 million in there. $7 million in the consolidated account. Okay, 7 million. Let me see if I can put this up for all of us. Yeah. $7 million in the consolidated account. The reserve had about $122 million. Joyce Kofa, yeah. 122 million. Okay. $120 million. Yeah. AMARA KONNEH said, now I'll put it up for all of us, because we're going back, we're digging deeper, going back into time. 2018. Yeah. We have it right here, folks. Let me see if I can expand it. Okay, can you see it? You can see it, right? Huh? This is AMARA KONNEH. You can see it, right? And you can hear me too? AMARA KONNEH writes, our finance minister is whining about meeting only 7 million in a consolidated account. In January 2018, after an election year pending, he's very lucky. In February 2012, we met a balance of negative $26.6 million, $19 million overdraft to fund the 2011 elections, plus 7 million breach finance to National Port Authority. We paid it down to CBL in 6 months. Dr. SAAH met zero. The consolidated account is not a savings account. It's a checking account out of which expenses are paid for the governor of Liberia. Stop being a crybaby and deliver. He's talking to Samuel Twe, the man that he hired as consultant. Okay? All of you following on the YouTube channel, welcome to you there. Miara Dan, Jessica Beslow, Emmanuel Zaza, Emmanuel Bro from Minnesota, Dubon Hill, Sam Yang, Community Accounting and Tax Services. Welcome to all of you there. Evis Morris, good to see you. Mariah Ivy, Agnes Glewlu, welcome to all of you on the YouTube channel. And a lot of you who are following but not making any comments. Please make sure you follow the channel, our YouTube channel. Click subscribe and be my guest. Okay? Yeah. Charlene Pratt, welcome. Amy Black, welcome to you. Good to see you as well. Stop whining. Say God, tell God thank you that you met 7 million. Eh? Tell God thank you that you met $7 million there. And stop whining. Do the people work. Samuel Twe to AMARA KONNEH. So Joseph Boakai will tell the Liberian people, will tell our international partners why AMARA KONNEH sits there and lie that he inherited 19.5 million and not 40 million. The central bank governor, deputy governor will go to the Senate and corroborate President WEAH with documents to show I'm unsurprised that up to now, entrepreneur Russell Peel, thank you. General GT, welcome. Saturday, Zonware, welcome to you. UJ Tapequia, welcome. Victoria, how are you tonight? Okay. And all of these things about audit, and where is Helena Flomo? Joanna Zulu, Teresa Pia. All of these things about audit only tells us that Joseph Boakai wants to witch hunt people and certain institutions about auditing the central bank, auditing the EPS, auditing NSA. It's all about witch hunt and to try to divert the attention of the Liberian people from the very initial stealing that was carried out. Joseph Boyka should first call for audit of the first $365,000 that he allocated to his party chairman, Luther Tappe, for the 73 electoral districts or districts within the 15 counties. 5,000 for each district. That money did not reach the people. That's the first audit. Then we know that Joseph Boyka is going to be transparent, not tribalistic, not nepotistic, and not sectionalistic, and he is not witch hunting anybody. Apply the first ever audit in this Boyka government must be applied to the Unity Party leadership for the $365,000. After all, that's the Liberian people money, that taxpayer money. David O. Johnson, Jeanette Meyer, Jay. Jeanette, you got married, you not tell your big brother? You got to send my own cake through Cash Abo. Jeanette, Martha Reeves, Charles Brown, Abenigo, Kanefe, the Right Reverend, Ruth Pine, Twee Wiles. Welcome. Okay? That's what Boyka needs to first do. Conduct an audit of the 365,000, conduct an audit of the entire 650,000, and I learned additional $200,000 were given to the Unity Party for the inaugural. So almost $1 million was expended by Unity Party. That's where you should conduct the first audit, because we got Miata Famula on record for saying that she was only chairman for the inaugural committee on paper. Nobody listened to her. Nobody did anything with her. And that's why people did not even get water to drink at the inaugural. That's why Joseph Boyka himself fainted, because they could not even build suitable tents or get fan for him. There were no bathroom during the inaugural. Portable Jones, no portable bathroom, OSA. It was not there. That's the first audit that is demanded, that is required, that should be conducted for the Liberian people to see that this old 80-year-old octogenarian is about the good of the country. Catherine Doe, Hawa Tote, Joe T. Phillips, Kuya Gallo, welcome. Yeah, Martha Hammer. That's the first audit. It is not an audit that will witch hunt people. It should not be about that. The central bank, Joseph Boyka only wants to audit the central bank because the central bank came and confirmed President WEAH numbers. That's all. And this old man is very revengeful. He doesn't like anything to stick on him, whether he's wrong or not. He wants to pay back. That's what he wants to do. He wants to pay back. Okay, but here is a story talking about he wants to audit the NSA, right? You want to audit central bank? Go ahead. Before I bring that a screenshot up for you. You want to audit the central bank? Go ahead. Audit the central bank. As a matter of fact, the central bank is audited every year by an American accounting firm. They're right down here in Detroit, downtown Detroit, on Woodward Avenue, right downtown Detroit, across from the Detroit City Hall, or the Wayne County building that houses the city mayor office and other offices. Right opposite. The address to that building, let me not confuse myself with the address. That company is called KPMG. KPMG is an American company that audits the central bank every year, and they have done those audits time and again. They are based in Ghana. The branch that conducts the audit of the central bank is based in Ghana. The central bank do have an internal audit division where the IAA, LACC, those integrity institutions that are there. The World Bank, the IMF have offices in the central bank. They see the flow of activities in the bank. Okay? They do. They do. And so what happens? Those audited reports from KPMG are posted on the central bank website. Every time those reports are done, they are posted. You recall when we did the investigation on the $16 billion lie? We still have that story on Jide Hathor page, in the Grand Jide Forum on Facebook. When we did that investigation, we show you audited reports by KPMG that all of the money that were ever produced, Liberian dollar currency, that were ever produced and brought into circulation in Liberia was 17.3 billion. 17.3 billion. How could somebody take 16 billion out of 17 billion in a country? All the money in the country, somebody took 16 billion and kept it in a container. That was the lie that they told. We had to fight that. Till today, some knuckleheads following this podcast still believe that somebody took 16 billion out of the economy of 17 billion. That's the same witch hunt WEAH is bringing in his first 20 or more days. That's the same thing. Archie Tapper, Alison Mami, Sarah Dopo. That's the same thing Joseph Human WEAH is bringing back. Without evidence, he's calling for audit to change the narrative, to change the story out there, to change how 20 million got missing before he will even take power. That's the story they want to change. I'm only surprised that the Liberian people, as divided, even divided as we are, they are not out on the streets protesting Joseph WEAH to report on the 20 million. I'm surprised. With all of the evidence that is out there, that has been provided, the paper trail and everything, that yes, President WEAH said the truth. I'm surprised an evenly divided country is still sitting there and not demanding Boakai to produce the 20 million. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Okay? But whatever the case, we welcome the audit of the central bank. We welcome the audit of the central bank. That's a financial institution that conducts audit all of the time. And that's the financial institution that Joseph Boakai was able to get those numbers from. But he misquoted the information. You give a State of the Nation address, every institution, every ministry, every public or private corporation owned by the government, they all make annual reports to the president for the State of the Nation address. Barry Walker, hear me well. Every institution of government do make annual report to the president for the State of the Nation address. Comfort Cooper, Priscilla Carr, welcome. Sekou Dolo James, Togba Queen. And Boakai decided he would not look at those reports that were given to him. He would take from his surrogates, people that have already ganged up to steal from the Liberian people. He would take from them. Nowhere in his inaugural address or State of the Nation address did he praise President WEAH and the CDC government for anything. Nothing. He said good about the past president or the past government. Nothing.
Okay, say eight.
Nothing. Okay? Nothing. Zero, zilch, nada. He said about the past government. So, in your own right mind, all of you unity partisans who were yesterday's oppositions, didn't President WEAH government do anything good for the country? Didn't he? He's been gone for what? 20 or more days now. What happened to LEC? In no time, you begin to cry. No LEC, no current. What happened to the current? What happened to Roberts Field? The airport? In no time, you begin to cry, apologizing. In no time, rice price gone up by over $200. Rice price gone up by over $200. Okay? In no time. So he wants to change the narrative. He wants to change the story and try to break in, say, let's do audit of central bank, EPS, and NSA. Go ahead, audit the central bank. Audit the central bank. Or EPS, NSA. Eh? You know how much is put in? Let me say hi to Delano Tamasa. Have just joined us here.
Otherwise, man, how are you?
I'm great. How you doing?
I've been at the backstage for long, but anyway, I'm in and out. So I
Okay.
say let me just follow at the same time. Yeah, but I'm here. Great to be with you. I've been
Absolutely.
following the analysis. They are
Yeah.
great analysis from dimensions of topics. But it's glad to always be with you.
No doubt.
And let me say hi to our people that are following us.
Right.
It is always great to be part of the global stage, and more especially when the wise man is in flight. I think we are sitting, very well.
Okay.
But it's great to be with you.
No doubt. You got an open mic. Anytime you want to come in, let me know. All right. Okay. Yeah. So, you want to audit the central bank? Go ahead. But EPS, NSA, where in the world have we seen the American government talking about auditing the CIA, the FBI, the where? And then making open pronouncement whether you have the right to call for audit of any institutions. You can't be so open with the NSA, the EPS, or National Police, or AFL, these security agencies or networks. We all know NSA operation is covert, overt. To the extent, and this is where I want to challenge AMARA KONNEH. This is where I want to challenge AMARA KONNEH to inform the Liberian people about this article, this story I'm about to share with you. Let me put on the screen. This story it's from the front page Africa. Finance Ministry clears NBC employee of $57,000 embezzlement. Clear NBC employee of $57,000 embezzlement. This story is from January 22nd, 2014. AMARA KONNEH was the Minister of Finance. He was the Minister of Finance. 2014. When this story appeared in the front page Africa. Okay. As you can see there, the heading, Finance Ministry clears NBC employee of $57,000 embezzlement. NSA tight-lipped on report. NSA tight-lipped on the report. AMARA KONNEH was minister. Okay. Let me see if I can read one or two things from in this. This is an old paper. Somebody just they took it from where I don't know, and then they sent it to me. The writing so a little bit blurry, but I'll see if I can read a little bit. Smith has been undergoing the state agency investigation for his alleged involvement in the misapplication of a voucher in the amount of US $57,900, an amount intended for salary for employees of the. It's not very clear. In a communication dated January 3rd, 2014, addressed to Finance Minister AMARA KONNEH, Deputy Director for Special Services at the NSA, Nathaniel Sear, requested the minister in the writing not very clear. Okay, so I mean, what we want to say here is that the NSA cannot be brought into public ridicule like this for her scope of work, for her operations, for what she does. Okay, you can't. You can use witch hunt or to scapegoat people because you have a sinister motive. Yeah. Yeah, Steven Sla, absolutely. Telling you. You can't do that. Besides that, the NSA NSA came to be as a result of an act, a 1974 act that created the NSA. May 20th, 1974. And by August 30th, 1974, we had an institution, the NSA. Let's try to share it with you, this act. Let's try to share it with you. So this is it. This is the NSA Act. An act appealing subchapter D of Chapter 1, Part 1, and subchapter B of Chapter 22, Part 2 of the Executive Law in relation to the Executive Action Bureau and the National Bureau of Investigation, the NBI, and creating the National Security Agency, approved May 20th, 1974, published by Authority, Government Printing Office, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Monrovia, Liberia, August 30th, 1974. An act appealing subchapter D of Chapter 1. It is enacted by the Senate and House of Representatives of the Republic of Liberia in legislature assembled. And they talk about the creation of the director, deputy director, this, that, okay? Duties of director, National Security Agency. The function of the National Security Agency shall be to develop plans, collect, analyze, disseminate overt political, economic, cultural, sociological intelligence for the Republic of Liberia. And 3, provide all possible means for the adequate protection of the government and the people of the Republic against subversion, espionage, sedition, adverse propaganda, and sabotage. The Ministry of Justice shall issue orders and regulations with the approval of the President with regards to the performance of such additional function as circumstances may dictate for securing the safety of the state. Section 2.54, Authority of the Agency. In order to perform its duties effectively, the National Security Agency shall, whenever it shall deem necessary and subject to the approval of the President or his designee, have free and immediate access to all officials and employees of the government and to all files, records, and documents of any agency of the government. The National Security Agency shall also be recognized, be the recognized body of the government of Liberia with the sole authority to coordinate the activities of all national intelligence collecting services and receive, evaluate, and disseminate the data as directed. The members of the agency, you guys can hear me, right? You guys can hear me? Sarah Dopo, Patrick Kayasia, Melison Yadolo, Elena Wilson, Striker Lawrence, Jackson Moore. Can you guys hear me? Okay, I see thumbs up. Abigail says yes. Thank you. Adama Jaliba, thank you. Okay, don't go away. We're having some little difficulties here. Tamasa, if you can hear me, you can begin talking or so. I see my computer is kind of freezing a little bit.
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you very well.
Okay, so go ahead, tell the folks not to go away. You can begin talking. Let me try to reboot.
Okay. Thank you, the wise man. We are going through some technical difficulties. Just stay tuned. Just please don't go away. Mr. Gilmer is working out some things behind the scene, and then obviously he will be back on. I think you guys can hear us. Looking at all of the various topics, issues that the wise man has raised, I think just lock on, be ready. Pretty soon the lines will be open, and then you can come in and contribute as well. So we just want to say thank you so much for sticking on, for staying on. Thank you so much. Please don't go away. Please don't go away. The wise man will soon be back. and then we can kick up with where he stopped and also get set to contribute as well. But I think he was discussing basically on the issue of the NSA and the various institution that President Barker has sent in the letters to the GSC to make sure that they've surrounded themselves to audits. But there are some statutory laws that are there for this institution, especially when it comes to the national security agency of our country. And also, we don't know the statutes that are there that governs the EPS. But I think the wise man, Mr. Gilmore, is going through, he's navigating through, he will bring that to us. And then we always see exactly what is obtaining. We know that audits, the issue about audit is something that no one should be afraid about. And also to say that we don't need audit. But the processes, that leading to this audit, these are things that we're trying to discuss to see what the sincerity or the fairness into this practice is fully implemented, is fully held to by the current administration. But when it comes to audit, I think as Liberians, I think we will always embrace audit, but it should be done on a sincere basis, so that it shouldn't be used as a trump card or a vehicle to witch hunt individual or institutions that you foresee that it is now adhered to your desire. Because the central bank is a place that we have foreign institutions that are there working along with the leadership of the central bank in making sure that they do a periodic audit of the central bank. So it'll be something very interesting. Some backup instituted audits is something that we're coming, but it should just be done on a sincere way that it shouldn't serve as a means to witch hunt anyone. So it's something that we are going through. But the what's more in flight, I think basically he was discussing issues that has to do with the NSC and other institution.
Right.
So quickly I'll just turn over to him, let him just navigate through that. And then they open our horizon, open our minds, so that we about to contribute will be able to contribute
No doubt.
in a balanced way. So the wise man, all to you.
Thank you very much, Delano Tamasa. Thank you. Great analysis there, as always. So, folks, we apologize for that little break in our broadcast here. Technology was the cause. All right. So, as we were talking with you, nowhere. Let's go back to reading for you here the NSA. Let's go back to reading for you the NSA or Act or what have you. Okay, yeah. Let's go back to that. Okay, here we are. What on this page 2? Yeah. Let's just hurriedly go to function of the agency. 2.52. Functions of the agency. The function of the National Security Agency shall be to develop plans. That's number 1. Number 2, collect, analyze, and disseminate overt political, economic, cultural, sociological intelligence for the Republic of Liberia. And 3, provide all possible means for the adequate protection of the government and the people of the Republic against subversion, espionage, sedition, adverse propaganda, and sabotage. The Ministry of Justice shall issue orders and regulations with the approval of the President with regards to the performance of such additional function as circumstances may dictate for securing the safety of the state. Authority of the agency. In order to perform its duties effectively, the National Security Agency shall, whenever it shall deem it necessary and subject to the approval of the President or his designee, have free and immediate access to all officials and employees. The National Security Agency shall also be the recognized national body of the government of Liberia with the sole authority to coordinate activities of all national intelligence. Okay? I mean, officers and employees of the agency as trustees of the state secrets. Trustees of the state secrets. Every officers and employee of the National Security Agency shall deemed a trustee of the secrets of the Republic, and when entering the duties of the service, shall be sworn by the director not to divulge any information which has come to his knowledge by reason of his employment with the agency, except as required by his section, shall subject the offender, to a fine of $10,000 or up to 7 years imprisonment. Okay, so here we are. The NSA, the page I was just reading, Colonel Zille, you can hear me or you cannot hear me? Yeah, Bruno Bracewell, he did. He played a nice guy. Isaac Sando. You guys can hear me, right? Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, all we say here that we just read here, that employees of the NSA are trustees of the state, and they cannot divulge any information to anybody. So when you have GSC to go to Abraham Bidel, welcome, Abu Bakr, Jackie Washington. When you have GSC or LSCC to go conduct audit at NSA or EPS, what do you expect them to tell you? Can't say that yet. And they will divulge information to you. Jawle, Kind Power. They will tell you, say, come. They will invite you. Come sit down here and talk to us. What kind of paper you want? Eh? Let's read section 2.56. Independence of from general government financial arrangements. To preserve the National Security Agency from public disclosure of its operations, the agency is authorized to withdraw to the extent necessary for the maintenance of secrecy its yearly appropriations through the Ministry of Finance and deposits them in the agency's own checking account in a bank within the Republic to be designated by the President as the legal depository. The agency is also authorized to develop and maintain its own procurement, accounting, and auditing system separate from those of general government, but having the same control effects as the system of the general government, but having the accounts, but having the same control effect as the systems of the general government. Its accounts shall be audited yearly or as circumstances may require by an auditor appointed by the president of Liberia. Okay? So, the last sentence in this part says, its accounts shall, I lay emphasis on shall, be audited yearly or as circumstances may require by an auditor appointed by the president of Liberia. The NSA does have its own scope of operations. They do have an internal auditor. They got controller, they have accountant, they have internal auditor and everything. That's why their operations is separated from central government or the main government. Okay? So what are the circumstances? What are the circumstances that have caused Joseph Boakai to want to wage a witch hunt public audit of the NSA and EPS? What are the circumstances? What have led Joseph Boakai to want to audit the NSA? Are we clear? When the act creating the agency since 1974 from the National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, to NSA, you know how many years now? Now 50 years. May will make the NSA 50 years old. Now the fourth time. The fourth time. Eh? Let me put my whole face on the wall.
Then the 80-year-old man want to initiate audit.
Now the fourth time. Send my man bomb. Eh?
80 or 79 years old man. That jump up from the blue sky.
Now the fourth time. Where we hearing the coming audit NSA and EPS. Even though one sentence is there to say circumstances,
right?
Depending on the circumstances. What are the circumstances that Joseph Boakai on day 20 of his first 100 days is going straight for EPS, is going for NSA? Is it because of what happened with Pepsi Yeke and Sam Gay, the new EPS director? Is that a reason? He wants Central Bank. Is it because Central Bank threw him under the bus? That's why he wants to audit Central Bank? What are the circumstances to want to audit the NSA and the EPS security networks? Okay, granted. We just read for you a newspaper article from January 2014 when AMARA KONNEH was finance minister. A citizen was what? Accused of embezzlement, $57,000. The NSA said, we're not going to talk. The finance minister cleared the man of wrongdoing, of embezzlement. This was 2014. Joseph Boakai was vice president. Yeah. Heidi Morgan, from the time my mom born me, I never heard that one before. Joseph Boakai was vice president when the NSA said, AMARA KONNEH said they may not do nothing, will not get nothing to say inside. Our hand not inside. You heard me read to you the act creating the NSA. They have access to every government agency or ministry. Every government official, they have access to them. Whatever they want to do, whatever investigation they want to carry out, they have access to that. The NSA say January 22nd, 2014, we'll not get nothing to do with it. Our hand not inside. Finance ministry say they may not do nothing. They say, okay, you forget it. Our hand not inside. Where you come from now, in this day and age? Where you come from now? To want to talk about you want conduct an audit. Where you coming from? Alice York. Eh? Where you coming from? But you see, they say, show me your friend, I'll tell you who you are. While Joseph Boakai is witch hunting, he got people like Magdala Cooper, a home breaker, a home wrecker, in his rank and file, in his immediate circle. Magdala Cooper. We played you here an audio of Magdala Cooper. We played you an audio all right, J. I will hear you. We played you an audio earlier on in which Magdala Cooper denied ever knowing a lady by the name of Soldier Juwara. Yeah. This lady lives in Paris, France. She is the daughter of the Senegalese ambassador, Sadio Juwara. She's the daughter of a Senegalese ambassador. Her husband's name is Alioune Kebe, Kebe, Kebe or Kebe, Alioune Kebe. She and Magdala Cooper were very good friends. As a matter of fact, she was with Magdala Cooper during the George Weah presidential campaign. Okay, we're going to show you a lot here tonight. Yeah. We're going to show you a lot here tonight. She okay, we're going to show you a lot here tonight. Let me try to see if I can put this picture up for you to see what we're talking about. And then I will play you the audio again of Magdala Cooper denying ever knowing this woman, this lady. This is Magdala Cooper and Juwara, Sajo Juwara. Magdala is in a burgundy or red with a little flowery on the side. And Sajo is in a black dress. Okay? Sajo is in a black dress. And Magdala Cooper is in but Miss Cooper will go on to say that she does not know this lady. As a matter of fact, she never met him. And what they are talking on social media or around that they're calling her that she stole somebody's husband, and the person said she was her best friend. She never met this woman before. So let me add my face to this one and ask you all. Yeah. Let me add my face and ask you all. Look at the picture. My face is on here and ask you all. Is it possible that when somebody takes your husband from you, stole your husband, is it possible for you and that person, that other woman, I'm talking to you, the woman now, to be all gelly, be friends, and you're hugging each another, one another, and you're taking picture? Is it possible? Eh? Tamasa? Delano?
Yeah, Mr. Gabriel. I think the first question will go to Joyce. Loma get win. She will give a verdict on that. whether you can be buddy
Yeah.
or bestie.
A bestie.
Is that possible? No.
Let me play the audio. Did you listen to the audio the first time?
Yes.
Okay, let me play the audio one more time.
But play again.
Yeah, let me play the audio. This is Magdala Cooper talking to or responding to inquiries by her friends. who have been calling her that they heard that she stole somebody's husband. And this is what she had to say.
Good morning, ladies. It's Magdala Cooper here. I have received a few calls from some bold and courageous women who I just adore.
Tamasa, you could hear it?
Yes, I'm hearing it.
Okay, let me go back to
Yes.
playing it. Okay.
Yeah, very clear.
Yeah.
Good morning, ladies. It's Magdala Cooper here. I have received a few calls from some bold and courageous women who I just adore. And I adore them specifically because they were courageous enough to have reached out to me after hearing all these rumors on social media about me stealing some woman's husband or best friend husband. And these women who are just so brave and great and who are real women, didn't forward gossip around to others, but they called me and say, "Hey, Magdala, we heard this rumor and this thing on social media. What is this all about?" And we had an in-depth conversation about it. And so I just want to, just because this is a women's group, put out the invitation to any of you who might have been forwarding messages around and not been able to reach me. You're welcome to call me. I'm at home. Give me a call if you have questions about all of these talks on social media. Yeah, I'm happy to talk to you about it. Call me directly. I think all of you have my number on here. Because I think it's important that when women hear something about another woman, I think it's important to reach out to her and instead of sharing messages to other women, reach out directly to the source and let the source then explain her position, since we're women in this case, explain her position. My husband has never been married, ever. There's no place in the world where he's ever been married. I'm the first person he's married to. So until some woman can produce a marriage certificate, those accusations are not totally true. And I'm just amazed how, good people are actually involved with it. But anyway, I know none of you are, but so I'm just saying that if any of you have questions about the rumors you're hearing on social media, please reach out to me because I intend to do the same if I should hear something about you versus going to discuss it elsewhere. All right. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I look forward to talking to you. May God bless you and may God bless the Lapa Revolution of Women.
May God bless the revolutionary woman. I never had anything to do with anybody's husband. My husband has never been married to anybody before. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's seeking for evidence, right?
Yeah.
Marriage certificate, if it's any.
If it's any.
Yeah.
But let's show you here the picture of the man and his wife. And then we will show you the picture of Magdala with a man. As a matter of fact, Magdala Cooper is expected. This is the lady, Sajo Juwara, and her husband, Aliun Kebe. Yeah. They've been married for 8 years. Got a son. They've been married for 8 years. Got a son. And Magdala took this man from her friend. Okay? She took this man from her friend, Sajo, right here, this picture here. She took the man to Liberia. Tomorrow I will show you Magdala and this lady in President WEAH campaign. Okay? She took this lady to Liberia in President WEAH campaign. Yeah, she been in France. So she followed George Weah as a footballer and all of that. We're going to dig deeper into this story tomorrow with newspaper articles from New York about Magdala Cooper being involved in breaking up marriages, relationships, having 3 children by 3 married men. We got all those articles. Plus audios from Alion Kebe to his wife. Recordings. Yeah. But first, this is Magdala Cooper, the husband, Alion Kebe, with Joseph Boakai. She's supposed to be appointed by Joseph Boakai to be political advisor. Yeah. Sam Ria. Say, haha. So, Mr. Gibbon, this man could have been the first gentleman of Liberia if Magdala Cooper had won the president. Yeah. Okay. So we have a lot of information here for you. But J. Saki KONNEH said, thank God she didn't break my first family. I know. Okay. You see the problems that are associated with Joseph Boakai leadership. Okay. We will tell you child support money that she's getting, that she probably used to finance some of Joseph Boakai activities that got her so involved with Boakai and her family. We'll show you pictures with she and Boakai's son, I think that Jojo. I don't know whether they got anything going, but you can't trust Magdala Cooper. Some photos that we have, audios that we have, we are trying to transcribe some of those audios are in French. I know some of you can speak French, you will interpret for us, but we want it for everybody to understand. All right? But as you can see, people being appointed by Joseph Boakai are the worst people. But this old man said he will sleep with the devil to be president. So you don't expect him to make friends with angels now? Eh?
Absolutely. You know,
don't expect Boakai to make angels now.
No.
Okay? No. The woman will deny ever knowing her friend, best friend. And I spoke with this lady today. I spoke with her today. She has been calling me the past week. She had people calling me, wanting to talk to me. But I spoke with her today. She's tearing up. Her best friend, her good friend, she opened her heart to, took her man. Took her man and denied ever knowing her. Like you heard in that audio. Monique Walker. Yeah. Moga J. Ziwe. Doris Cooper. Telling you. But tomorrow we're going to come big and deeper into that story. We got lots of pictures. In fact, we'll post some of the pictures on Facebook tomorrow on the page. Yeah. We'll post some of the pictures. We'll post the pictures. The woman told me I can do anything I want to do with the pictures. Okay. I got the newspaper articles from New York, from dating back to 2014, 2016. Magdala Cooper. Yeah. The woman used to hang out with 50 Cent then. 50 Cent. The singer, 50 Cent. Yeah. A model. She didn't do anything with her. Three men, 3 married men, 3 children. What? Monique, is she the United Nations woman? Eh? Is she the United Nations woman? Yeah. You all right. So that's the stories for you there tonight. Tamasa, we'll take your we'll take your analysis. Tomorrow will be in depth. In fact, that will be our story, or either our lead story or the second story that we'll carry for you tomorrow. Yeah. Let's get from Tamasa and then we'll begin to take your calls.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman. Yeah, thank you. I think I've been following extensively. But firstly, I just want to highlight this incident that took place. I think this morning in Liberia with the senator home. I see it to be a provoked attack on the major opposition political leader in the country.
Yeah.
And I also believe this is a litmus test for President Boakai in less than 1 month. As you said it, as things are currently, we believe that these were orchestrated and it was under the direct instruction of the elements of the Unity Parties through their Standard Bearer and President of the Republic of Liberia. The only way we can take these charges off them, we believe the way they will go into this matter in making sure that they put up a strong investigation that will come up with fundings as it relates to what has transpired.
Right.
Mayu, Sir Joseph is not an ordinary person. It will tell you in terms of the number of votes that he acquired. These have been one of the areas that the Unity Party are strongly monitoring. They believe that once the opposition political parties consolidate and looking at the figure of Sir Joseph at the middle of things within the opposition bloc is a serious threat to the Unity Party.
Right.
So this is a litmus test. It's a serious litmus test to President Boakai's administration. We need a thorough investigation into this matter. Can you imagine? Sir Joseph is one of the Liberians, a single person that ever donated when it comes to fire equipment, fire trucks. A single person, not like an institution, but yet a citizen.
Yeah.
But this morning, as the main house got up with fire, people were still talking. We cannot see a single fire truck coming to assist Senator Joseph. So this, as I said, is a litmus test for President Boakai to make sure that we come up with strong investigation, and then we know the cause of this particular situation that took place. So we just want to leave it like that. As you said it, we will monitor it, and we will continue to follow the development as it unfolds.
Right.
President Boakai has a declaration. It will just see it as a symbolic situation. The laws are clear. We are not saying, President Boakai go and publish your asset declaration or whatsoever fundings. It was what he said. There were other opposition, figure, during the administration of President WEAH. They said it, and we want for them to live up to what they have said, because the words of your mouth that also make you to be whether you are honest or dishonest.
Correct.
So we want President Boakai to please declare his asset. If you want to push for this transparency, if you want to push for accountability, when he is sincere that yes, he's a serial rescuer, I think this will serve as a clear caveat to who be emergence leaders. So at 79 years old, if you want to set a legacy, a history, that tomorrow other leaders will come and follow, let him publish his asset results. Let him publish it. As a glaring fact, that's what he said. We are not saying the law says that. No, that's what he says, so let him live up to it. And as our time goes back, we'll do the countdown into this particular, area.
Right.
You see, in life, the wise men, if you look at the trend of an individual, you'll find out that it has a serious level of, like I would say, the history of Mandela Cooper, as you said, you'll find out that pattern continuing to go. So it's something that I think Madam Cooper, from her, even from her, from the video, from the audio, the way she was talking, it will tell you that there's a dare there.
There's a dare there.
Something is in there.
Yeah.
And she's trying to cover it up. But this is why the reason we're bringing this up, because there's a figure, there's an individual that currently now is a backdoor or purporting to be a political advisor to President Boakai.
Right.
So if she cannot be honest and be sincere in her dealings,
and like
then what kind of advice would you give President Boakai?
She would have won the presidency.
And she would have won the presidency.
Yeah.
So we will go into it and then we will see how it goes.
Absolutely.
But I think there's something in there. And that's something, there's a lot in there.
Yeah.
And thank God the wise man is on top of it. And the whole Digging Deeper group are involved.
Absolutely.
And I know that there will be a lot coming up tomorrow. So we'll just leave it as it is. But yeah, the wise man. President Boakai just want to show up to bring the NSA under scrutiny. And let me be clear here. We are not against audit. No. We are not against it. If you want to bring audits, you got to be sincere with this.
Absolutely.
You do not use it as a vehicle or as a trump card to target specific or strategic institutions or individuals. And there where now we're coming into this whole thing. Within 2 weeks, they are almost about, let's say, the cash that we're talking about. Don't forget about the central bank scenario. But monies that were dished out for the inauguration, there are some investigation in there. There's no clear way.
That's where you need to conduct the audit.
Yeah. How that money was disbursed.
Yeah.
You can't use almost $1 million. 600 some more $1,000.
650,000 was announced.
Yeah.
And then
the president 15, and the man 15.
Additional 200,000.
And only the 650 people just talking about.
They're talking about.
So our quest, we agree, we welcome audits, but at least for just 2 weeks, what has happened, we need an investigation. Also, the $40 million that if only the central bank, administrators could not come to clarify this down, there could have been a hulubalu, on the past administration and other things. But thank God that the central bank came. It is an independent institution. It's an autonomous institution. So President Boakai can't go intimidate these people. He's just doing that as an intimidation. If you hear about this audit, he feel that he want to use audit to intimidate.
Yeah.
Thinking that he can intimidate the folks from the central bank. But these people are there based on tenure. So there's no way that he can intimidate them. They are professional people. They are serving their country. They are not serving individuals. So he cannot use that as a means to intimidate these people. So that whole issue about audit, the first thing President Boakai will want to know what happened with the $850,000 that were allotted to your administration for the inauguration and other things. We want to know how that money were disbursed. We really want to know. We agree with audits. We welcome the audits. But hey, the audit should not just be about President WEAH administration. There were 48 audits report that were on his as a vice president under Madam Salif that were conducted by Auditor John Molu. You know, and these other reports are there. Maybe other may say that why President said President WEAH they didn't conduct. Okay, President WEAH didn't do it. Let them hold it as face value. He's out of the picture. This man had just come in that came in and said he is the chief of integrity. He is the person that will clean up the mess. Please bring that 48 audit report. That one had already been conducted. It had already been conducted. It's just on the decks. If you have the political will to clean up our country, President Boakai, use the 48 audit report currently, because the legs of few of the guys are in his administration. Their names are in that particular audit report. We want him to bring that audit report first, and then we can initiate other report from the WEAH administration and also part of Salif administration. We need a holistic funding.
Respond to Comfort Mama Tay before we go for the phone calls. Look at the screen, what she said. You are the wise man, not making gray hair. Listen.
Oh, Comfort. No, you see. Anyway, we that the blessing, it comes with blessing, you know.
That's the blessing.
Yeah, that the blessing. So we wholeheartedly embrace it, and then we enjoying it as well. Comfort, we enjoying it as well. But that's it. That's it, wise man. We got more to go, but I think President Boakai audits. We can't just embrace it in a face value.
No.
I think there's need that he need to be holistic in this particular approach. There are other audits report, the 48 audits document that were conducted by the former Auditor General John Molu should not be buried. We need those audit reports. We need funding, and we need that investigation need to be instituted in doing so. If he's sincere, if he's honest, if he should go through that. But let me just leave it it is, and then let them listen to our people, because I know they are following and they want to make a contribution as well.
Our lines are open, folks. Call us here, and let's hear from you. Call us here. Direct 313-957-9702. WhatsApp 313-957-9702. Let's go to Wadro from Rhode Island.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Wadro, welcome.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome back, Mr. Gamer. Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, let me say hi to everybody watching. First of all, I'm not in Rhode Island. I'm in Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
Okay.
You said Rhode Island.
Okay.
But anyway, let me get straight to the topic.
Right.
I want to talk about the Senator House in Gulf of Fire on this morning. With the Senator House being in Gulf of Fire, I got a friend. I was watching the show. A friend of mine who close on the senator, he sent me the video. Right, instead of me watching the video, I seen the fire. So instead of me watching the video, I call him up. When I call him up, I said, "Yo, man, you see the fire with your boss man place?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Cause my some of my solution on the side, they say it had to do with the UPN partisan," and the dude told me that is not true. This somebody that closes South Houston now. He said it's not true, and this is what he said. He said the fire happened because when LEC came back, and in South Houston home, he had a lot of appliances, and when the fire came back, it probably struck one of the appliances, and the fire started. And this is what he's telling me. But looking at situation like our current is 220. Oh, everybody know that 220. And those 220 that are leaving the pole and coming to these homes, they are not breaking down into sections. It's not like here in the streets where the people got 120, and when the 120 when it come here high, they got a breakup box where the current is breaking down. It's broken down. Y'all know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So with that fire situation in Liberia, LDC had to do a better job by putting a breakdown transformer in these people's homes. If they can't do that, this fire will continue. We continue with to hammer Liberia. So every time when the current goes, people don't unplug their appliances and stuff like that. They leave it in there. So when that 220 coming in, that's a lot of current coming. 220. Think about it, Mr. Gibbons.
That's what we call for investigation. Thank you.
I mean that would be a great thing. You know what I mean? But the thing is, we should start shifting blame right now. Right now, let's just leave it with the investigation and let the investigation do their job. We shouldn't blame. I seen the video when the video first came out. I seen the video. The first person I seen was one of these small TV guys. They don't want to report it. And when I seen the video, I said, "Oh, small TV not starting. Everybody they don't want to come with it. They do another one again."
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Waldo. Yep.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Joyce Lomage Wim, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Kim, how are you doing?
Not bad.
Lamar, guess so what will you do? What will you do? Will you embrace
no and never?
Eh?
No, and never.
No, and never. You will not be you will not be getty with
So
somebody.
no bestie, nothing.
No, and never.
No bestie.
No bestie out of enemy shit right there. Because you can kill me. But Mr. Kim, Joseph Nima Boaka. Joe boy.
Yeah.
Joe boy thinks that we are fool. We ain't no fool around here.
No.
He thinks that when you say all it, then we'll forget about our banner speech. Our banner speech, our money that he dedicated, he tossed. Now it's time for all to use that word and trying to steal.
Yeah.
And they gotta explain why our in the current money when because we're part of our money we share with them, they need to tell us. We ain't forgetting about those story. We're not that just now. Seriously, we're carrying that story. So Joe boy, you been coming for they say you 40-year experience as a government official with 78 years old man. You can see what bring trouble. You need to be truthful to the people in Liberia you voting as a president. Where in the world you see NSA? And you're trying to kill the people travel and are passing around, the wheelbarrow boss and are passing around as an NSA person. Well, you didn't even know them. Yo boy, wake up. It's a game in that fire. I want to work on our own show on our horse. Soon as they fire to Joseph, to start Joseph, all the 5 persons I saw on was Spoon. So Spoon is the only one I can see fire. Why I said they were the first person and the only person I reporting that story.
Yeah.
And the thing said that me, I say that stand up with us, I steal your money, you give me some of your money. I ain't afraid to tell you. And you think that how you get to the opposition because they're speaking against you. You just started because you go to jail and you'll be watching on Facebook. You will still go to jail and will still eat your way on drive family with Crampy. So Sponty, you're here in the thing, you start putting people house, you start hunt because it's not real hunt. You and your Joseph Boaka, you think you hunt people, you got more to go. So you be careful in Liberia, I beg you. The next struggle. Mr. Community hide me. That might bring ambulance to Liberia almost every day.
Every time we carry drugs.
Not even one
equipment.
Not even one to go to a rescue. And Liberian people, man.
Yeah.
And Liberian people, your hair out feeling so that crap is okay. Now one, the made that man horse went down to say he was going to die and lose everything.
Everything. Of course, but he
got
everything.
Hatred.
Yeah.
If you check those cars, no, all the fire cars and everything, no one had gas inside. Even if you had gas, you get the what's side, you just will take 10 out for your pocket and put gas in the car and start running.
Yeah.
It is so bad.
It's very bad.
It's so bad.
Thank you very much.
Let me say one thing again to the army work there. You'll continue protesting. You ain't need Johnson to be head of defense. Thank you, Mr. Kemal Listing.
Thank you very much. Lomage Wim from Minnesota. Folks, our lines are open here. After Solo Senior. NSA officials cannot be publicly audited, Mr. Gilman. NSA is an intelligence agency based on secrecy. Absolutely.
Yep.
Our lines are open. We got a few more minutes. If you want to partake, call us here, 313-957-9702. WhatsApp and direct. Tamasa, take it away. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Gilmore. I think I was just reading solo. I think you said it. I think it's just a sad, mistake, from the president. And I don't know what he want to show up. Or also maybe he want to also bring a PSC honor setting order so that maybe they can have some things to go through. But you cannot in no way, if you want to conduct an audit, especially with the national security institution, they do have their own procedure. They can be audited, because they had a system in place, but it's a little bit distinct from other entity
Correct.
of government, and there's a way that you can initiate that. But to just come up publicly like that, a unknown thing. Yeah,
go ahead.
on a court, the vibrancy and the euphoria of that particular institution.
Correct.
So I think President Baka need to think, as I said, to look at other, current and emerging audit reports that are currently on the dock. I think if you want to initiate, this audit, I think he should start from there. And he need to really start from what has happened within 2 weeks of his administration. Is very important, and that can serve as a means, to use as a strong ground, to other institutions as well. So, but I think someone is on the line, right?
Yeah. Let's take a couple more calls.
Call.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Medicine, Yadolo.
Hey, Mr. Gamer, how you doing?
I'm good. Welcome.
Thank you for coming back.
You're welcome.
Thank you
brother.
for coming back to restore our hopes and aspirations.
No doubt. Thank you.
Thank you for the show.
Yeah.
Mr. Gamer, it is so sad that our country, Liberia, any junk can wake up there and say they want to be president. People with no integrity, people with no credibility. Where in the United States you see a prostitute, somebody who born by men all around the world. We can't enroll for president.
UN.
I remember there was one white lady. I forgot the state she came from.
Mm-hmm.
She was elected as a congresswoman. She did not even spend 1 year in Congress. While she was running for Congress, one man who was a campaign staffer, she started sleeping with a man. She got elected and went to Congress. When the news broke, she was a Democrat. Democratic Party people asked her to resign.
Yeah.
On integrity business. Or you got somebody who's taking a friendly man them from all over the place. They all running around in Liberia. When they see them, they want to even have regard for them. They are talking a reputable person. Thank you for exposing her and displaying all the evidences with the pictures, with her own or voice clip. She can't deny that anymore.
No.
She's a disgraced person. She's a disgraced and useless person. I'm told she even born by President WEAH.
Yeah,
she born
by one of the 3 men that she got 3 children for, 3 married men.
She born by great people and collect child support all and be living with passing around. She's talking about high profile personality. You are not. You are a prostitute. Thank you, Mr. Gima.
Thank you very much. Let's take Salia Sony. Salia, welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, how you doing? Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm awesome. Great, young man.
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I listened to that press release. I think that press release was a slip of tongue or a press mistake. And I will give Kula the benefit of the doubt. She's still young new to that position.
Uh-huh.
For me to hear them say the audit NSA, I think it was a mistake on their part. It's a bluff.
It's a bluff.
You can't audit NSA, Mr. Gilman. First of all, you need special clearance to get any information.
From the
NSA.
NSA,
You either get that clearance or a need to know.
Mm-hmm.
For them to say the audit NSA. The first thing you need to understand is the government of Liberia got all international agency they're working with.
They're working with, correct.
They put not working free.
No.
You gotta pay them. And then they go publish a new international agent's name. You'll find Liberia on the wrong side of the countries.
Mm-hmm.
So they can't do it. All the things they're saying as a bluff. And I saw today again. Joseph Bogali declared as he declared a piece of paper. You don't know what in that paper.
No.
No.
The first thing the public told in living on loan. So what he declaring? Is it a loan agreement from the bank?
Yeah.
Or what else he declaring to the people? And then he go in, they got camera behind him, they say, oh, this and that. So it's like, man, that government, it will be worse. But the Liberian people, what they pay for is what they got. They started with the 350,000. Then they had inauguration. Joseph Boga will be a fair way. No investigation. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, party chairman already here. So it's just a blow, Mr. Gilman.
No doubt.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's take another caller here. Brother Fambula.
Yes, hi, Mr. Gilman.
Welcome. How you doing?
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You know, I observed something last night during that fire, right?
Uh-huh.
And I got a question for you.
Okay.
Spoon TV was doing the thing at the house, okay?
Yeah.
Another group from Spoon TV went to the hospital, Calgary Hospital.
Yeah.
They're asking the nurses, did they have any right, the nurses, to get the information? I've never seen that before.
I've never seen that myself.
They went there and asking, or they said they brought the senator here, and the nurse is giving the information. I think that's wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah, she did. How did they know to go to Calgary Hospital? Why they were so concerned to go to Calgary Hospital?
Right.
To asking the kind of question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's all I have to say, man, because I don't know what's going on here,
Yeah.
What the man need, he got too much information. He talked to the people, Witherspoon, right? I don't know what he pays the people. He talked to Sam Jackson last night like a child. And I'm saying, what is God? Why they go over there? They get disrespected.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. All right. Tamasa, take it away.
Yes.
Let's get your parting comments here.
Yeah, Mr. Gilman, thank you again. Thank you. I think let me just extend my greeting to all the callers and those that have been following. I think it is true that the NSA can be publicly, it's just so, difficult for a leader to just come out like that. Somebody would say that he had a lot of experience in being in government for all these years, at the highest level, to come up with something like that. We think, I don't know. I think age factor and all type of thing coupled with that. But absolutely, the NSA cannot be audited publicly in whatsoever way. Quickly, Mr. Gilman, I just want to just close this. It was not part of the topic, but I think it was the gun time. It has to do with ability and AMARA KONNEH. Quickly to just close on that. We'll speak on it more. But I think it's a dangerous precedent, a dangerous path, that KONNEH and ability as representative and senator, try to trend on. To use religious situation to determine who is employed or who is hired or who is appointed.
Right.
I think it's a dangerous path. We are all Liberians and we should look at all these things. And once we can come to that realization to know that we are all Liberians and Liberians should be given the opportunity, is not on the basis of whether you are a Christian or you are a Muslim, or even say you are a non-believer or not. No, it should be based on your qualification, your competence, experience, and more of all, your character. Because character play a leading role. And dear well Liberian, we have been missing a lot for almost going to 2 centuries now. We have not been, highly putting character at the highest, at the zenith, in making sure that we do character audit before people can be given position of trust. It should not be on whether the man from this other county. I mean, the whole things, and these are educated people. To be discussing about how many jobs the Muslim people get, how many jobs, if even say President WEAH could turn on that path, it is wrong. People should not be given job on the basis of whether they are Muhammad, they believe in Muhammad or Jesus Christ. No, that should not be the basis. At 5.some million people, before you get job and be appointed, it should be based on things. As a Liberian is number 1. Number 2, your character, your track record. Number 3, the education and other things, your experience. But learned people people that will say they are educated. These are the people that come in the writing on Facebook talking about how many persons in Bapolu get job, how many people in Lofa. I mean, what is that? These things are very dangerous for our country. It has a propensity to tear us apart. That people should be given job based because the man is Christian or the man is Muslim. And educated people will come with that kind of proposition, with that kind of argument, and not on the basis of the person's character, not on the basis of the person's track record, what this person has done before he should be given that kind of position. No, it is dangerous for our country.
It is.
And my belief, I feel, if even President Weah would have done that, he's wrong. Wrong is wrong. It doesn't matter who's the person.
No.
People should never be given job on the basis of their religious affiliation or on the basis of their alignment in terms of county or this, that, and what have you. And you negate the fact, take away when it comes to character, when it comes to the person input and output. You take away that, but only because of the person, the Muslim group, the Christian group. I mean, what is that?
What is that?
It is wrong. It's wrong today and will be wrong tomorrow and wrong forever.
Right.
But thank you, the wise man. We'll get into that. Yeah, thank you so much for the opportunity. It's always good to hang out with the wise man. And because you learn a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
You learn a lot of stuff. Let me see how to our people, Monique. I know Monique been following, right? Let me see how to Monique. Yeah, how to Monique. Yeah, Monique, we miss you people a lot. Conformamente, the legs, Joe Lomage, I haven't heard from Sayon Rebecca.
I gotta check on my twin sister. I don't know whether she's back or she's still
I gotta check on, and all our CLN family. We just want to say hi to all of you. Thank you so much for always being there and always think to just be in your home and just think about the goodness of Liberia.
Yeah,
that is meaningful, because the wisest man ever to live on this planet, Solomon. You see, the way the persons think in his heart, so he is.
Absolutely.
To just paraphrase it. So for our people to just think that we means well for our country. Our country should do well. Our country should prosper. We didn't call it a doomed. That, of course, I would say thank you so much, CLN. And that is our philosophy. It doesn't matter who is in power.
Right.
But we mean well for our country.
We mean well.
Thank you, the wise man.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, folks. There you have it. A great show tonight, by all account and all means. We will be back here tomorrow. But first, let's do this for all of us here. Put a little bit of teaser in you. Yeah.
I want to listen to it before I go.
Yeah.
Slow down. All the people are not going to say your reflective vacuum in terms of your North African. My man, slow down. All the people are not going to say
but who the lady that just behind that seat? But you got to say the
slow down. All the people are not going to say your reflective vacuum in terms of your luminous African. My man, slow down. All the people are not going to say
see you the wise man. Bye-bye.
Now for go alone, yeah.
Sweet, now for go alone. You take it from Peter to Teo, Paul will take it from you tomorrow. Sweet, living is sweet, where the rich are poor. Why not pray for long fellow? You can pray for long life. As long as they live, the better we grow. Sweet, sweet, it's our liver. No cocoa alone. You might be can eat it. Or
Other
you
people
can
can
eat
eat
it.
it.
It's our liver. It's our liver. It's our liver. No cocoa alone. You take it from me today, Bob will take it from you tomorrow, Mama. You take it from me today, oh, Mother will take it from you tomorrow, Mama. Mama, Mama, may your fever. Well, people to do you better to cry. That's enough for one person, oh. It's a matter of time.
Well, folks, that does it for us here tonight. Thank you very much.
Time is a lesson, yeah. Brother, this I have.
Join us later on tomorrow, Friday, February 9th.
It's our liver. Not for go alone, Mama.
Our weekend edition.
Human can eat it. That you can eat it.
More spirits. Magdala Cooper. And of course, Liberia born politics. Power, politics, money, and music, entertainment, and more. Right here on the global stage. Gina Harper. Evelyn Bradley Maxus. Good morning to you at your end there. Good evening from here.
Human beings can eat it, or a creature eat it too. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, where the rich are poor. When I pray for long fellow, you can pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow.
As long as the bird is living, the feathers will grow. Thanks to all of you that distributed the show tonight. Follow on Facebook, on YouTube. Delighted to Messiah was the analyst tonight. Others were on special assignment for tomorrow's edition.
Looking like a crookino, a way to capsize.
Until then, I've been your host and announcer, Juan Michael Gilman. Good night, rest. Join us again another time, right here.
When I pray for long fellow, he always pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow. My people. Sweet, sweet, kiss our liver. No go alone. That's enough for one person, oh. It's a matter of time, Papa. Time is a lesson, yeah. Brother, this I had. I'm about away. Let me wake up. I'm about away.